What's up, VC and everyone that's not a part of the vinyl community? I went to the record store today. It was trying to spend only like $10. I have a few records on hold, well, like 10 records on hold. I was gonna go get Miles Davis, the Porgies, whatever, the one with him and with the girl on the cover. He's playing with the orchestra. I found a used copy, really good condition. They're holding on to it for me. But before I went to go get that, sorry, I'm all excited right now. I went through the whole jazz section, kind of just see, like, for me, I always love finding stuff, like if somebody recommended some fire and you got to listen to it from their collection, you knew it was good, you're looking for that, that's always great. Or seeing people now on YouTube recommending certain albums, you go check it out, it ends up being really good, so you want to get that. But I still just love going through albums and just finding stuff no one recommended and just see what you find and go just grab it. You know what I mean? Like, for whatever reason made you grab it. I was kind of looking for certain things. I was looking for stuff maybe with Everhard Weber, maybe some ECM. Just went through the whole jazz section, the whole used jazz section. Hey! My dog's freak out mode right now. Oh, I gotta get a sip of my small jug of water. Alright. I drink at least 5 of these a day. Alright. So I went in there, I went through the whole jazz thing. And they're like, okay, what did you get? Stop. And I'm going to try to keep this episode short because a lot of my episodes are just like super long. So, one of the first ones I found this one. Robin Kenyatta, Girl from Martinique. I don't know if I pronounced that right, but Martinique. Anyways, I looked on the back, and it doesn't have like the ECM label, like the logo, but it says an ECM production, distributed by Polydor Incorporated, blah 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 blah, 1973. So this is pretty old. And the musicians, I gotta say, Robin Kenyatta on flute, alto sax, percussion, I haven't heard him. Wolfgang Donner on clavinet, owner and piano. Harold Anderson on bass, and Fred Bracewell on drums. None of these people I've heard of. But this, so I was like, okay, I gotta grab this, you know what I mean? Went and listened to it for a little bit, fucking fire. I was super stoked that I found it. I was like, I have to get it. So, the other album I found is this. I've seen this a few times. This album called 3. And I mean, it's a beautiful album cover. It shows, like, they're pressing the album where the guy's got literally a microscope looking at the grooves. It looks like, okay, like, direct cutting. It's recorded November 2875 at Warner Brothers Studio. Executive producer is Toshinari Konuma. Anyways, it goes in some detail here. The cutting system, drive amp lathe, control board, lacquer disc, stylus, all this shit I know nothing about, but it looked fancy, right? Now, the 3, who's the 3 musicians? Nobody I recognize. Joe Sample, I might have heard that name before. Ray Brown on bass and Shelly May. And then the album was like super cheap, so I'm like, I would listen to it. The album is like brand new, so you can tell it's a very high quality album. And then it sounds amazing. So I was like, fuck it, you can just swoop it up. This, I gotta say, my drummer in my blues band has been saying, do you have any Tony Williams solo stuff? And I was like, no, I can't think I do. I know I have him on a lot of other stuff. He's like, get his solo stuff, you'll trip out. So I previewed a little on YouTube and I was like, all right. I found this one. Who's on here? Fucking Chick Corea. Johnny McLaughlin, Khalid Yassin, Derry Young, Jack Bruce. I mean, anyways, fucking badass. I previewed all these and it all sound amazing. And I was like, I hate it when every record I find, because they have a record player at my store, I'll preview them. If I can't preview them if they're sealed, they're new, I'll list them on YouTube if we do a review. And I found this. I don't know who Paul Winter is, but I'm looking at the back. It just didn't. I don't know why. Just one gonna grab it. Let's look at the back. I did look at the back of every record, I think, in there, though. So. I seen Billy Cobham. Oh, okay, you know I'm a big Billy Cobham fan. And then I see on guitar, classical guitar, 12-string guitar, and steel string guitar, piano, Rico Bush, organ vocals, Ralph Towner. I'm already fucking boom. 2 people I know. I grabbed it. I listened to it. It's so cheap, and it sounds killer. And it's crazy because it seems like this. At least I know Ralph Towner was on ECM, but super stoked. It's on a gatefold. It's not a double LP, but oh, really cool picture. Check that out. Sorry if I'm off. Sorry for the glare. Alright, that's it. That's what I swooped up today. And again, I was trying to chill back. And there was a couple of ones I put back. I listened to one, I was like, oh wow, that's really good too. Put it back. Because I'm trying to stay within my budget. So, which I did pretty good. I played last night and made some money, and I didn't spend all of it. So that's a good thing. So, I've been super busy like everyone else in the world. Played Thursday solo where I was just busking. Did really well. I played some venue called me the next night saying the band canceled. So I played solo at this South Fork place. It's an outdoor venue. Then I played the next day in Bastrop. This is Joellen's female singer I play for. And then on Sunday I played with my blues band, The Residency. We played this place called Roots. So I love it. I mean, I've already played more shows this year than I did last year. Last year I was really fortunate that I still got to play 44 shows, and then I still got to, and I busked over 32 times. So I still relatively got to play around, 80 shows almost last year, which is super thankful. They were all outdoor places that were safe, and and Texas opened up a little earlier, so regardless, I'm just thankful that I had work and in places that were safe and outdoor. Tons of outdoor, a lot of outdoor venues here, which is super awesome. During the winter, you're kind of screwed, but they'll have heaters outdoors. Just sometimes it's a little rough, but so it's been super busy, and we're playing. My blues band is playing tonight at I busked yesterday, and I already said that, but we play today at a guitar shop. This guitar shop is pretty cool. It has music every weekend, so it's kind of real low key. They set up chairs, but we're gonna have eyeballs right on you, so it'll be fun. So either way, I'll just give you a rundown of shit you probably don't really need to hear. That's not a part of the vinyl community, and now that I didn't know this, but now that they created a VC noon duty committee, there's certain rules we have to apply by now. So like, if you leave a comment that's at least 2 sentences long, I have to double that. Okay? I have to do 4. Okay? So you get it. If you do 3 sentences, I have to reply back on 6. This is a new rule, and you'll get flagged every time you don't reply back on these new guidance that have been put forth by the YouTube Patrol Committee that was in place by the VC Yard Duty Committee. And, we gotta keep things in order, you know what I mean? And, something I find bonkers on certain channels is like, sometimes I'll see somebody show a record, and the corner is all creased. Like, really? You're gonna show a fucking record with a creased corner? It's just so irritating. And then I don't like it either when I can see when I can't see the numbers. This little code right here. I want to know that code. This one is 31,643. Okay? A lot of times you guys don't clarify that. I'm all left confused. I don't eat for a few days. It's troublesome. So again, these are put forth by the VC Noon Duty Committee, who have these new rules in place, which I'm totally in support of. I'm in support of the new VC Noon Duty guidance rules. It's sometimes we need to establish some rules. You know what I mean? Totally joking here. I love hearing people's complaints, and you know, we all have them. I try to have, as I get older, I want to have less complaints. And the greatest thing I learned at a young age is not having expectations. It's crazy. Now, I don't know if I learned it from the book, The Great Expectations, but it's always an icing on the cake when you don't expect something and then something happens. Because you weren't expecting it. Now, if you're expecting something to happen and it happens, you're going to get used to that expectancy. But if you just never expect shit to happen, and it happens, it's always icing on the cake. It's really bad, though, when you expect something to happen, and then it doesn't. This constant letdown of your expectations not being met. It's frustrating. I can see that, but again, that's why I live with no expectations, except of myself. I expect myself to do better today than I did yesterday. Work harder, push forward, think more positive, drive, the energy. Okay, lost some momentum on that one there. I don't know where I went with that. Drive the momentum into a positive realm of energy. All right. This is what music does to me. Now I want to listen to my records. I have a little bit of time before I have to go do. You gotta go set up and do a little, like a one song sound check maybe. Even I don't even know if we're gonna do that. All right. I'm just poking fun. Please don't ever get offended. I'm not trying to ever offend anybody. I mean, if I'm trying to offend somebody, I'm like, it's gonna be obvious. I mean, I'm gonna tell you I'm trying to offend you. You know what I mean? Get offended. And if you're like, Ty, my brain's bigger than your words and I can't get offended by anything you say, I'm gonna be like, whoa, holy shit. Genius. It's rare these days to meet them. They're all out there though. And technically, I'm gonna scare you, everyone's actually like a mathematical genius in their head subconsciously. Not on paper. Some people can't see it on paper. But I hate to break it to you, everything you do is mathematical. I mean, now math is human-made, so regardless. Do you know why we have a base number of 10? Math nerds out there probably already like, wait, I know why there's a base number of 10. But for you unmath nerds, do you know why we have a base number of 10? It repeats every 10, 20, like, why is that? Boom! The digits, yo! Was the first thing we had to fucking do math with. Some cultures, I don't want to scare you, have a base number of 20 because they use their toes also. Ponder on that one. So either way, these are the things that just let it swirl. I see sometimes people are like, oh, I overthink. I've never overthought in my life. I've never thought in circles. I've always thought and gotten great solutions. Are funny jokes. Like, I don't get this overthinking. I sleep like a baby when I decide to. Sometimes people are asking me, you stay up very late. If I don't have anything important to do the next day early, most likely I'm going to stay up till sunrise. How do I stay? Like, what I usually do is sometimes I'll take a little nap like at 12 to 1 a.m., wake up, make coffee, and just listen to records, play guitar, watch a movie, documentary, whatever. You know what I mean? This video you thought was going to be short, it's like a half hour long. It's an episode. This turned into fucking Melrose Place, a new edition. You know what? Since Melrose Place, you know what? And you're like, that doesn't make any sense. Well, it does. But Norm Macdonald passed away, and man, it's really strange because for the last few months I've just been watching a lot of Norm Macdonald. I have no idea why. I've always been a fan of him, but just haven't, just been craving some type of his sense of humor. And there's an interview where he's with the girl, the woman from Melrose Place, and they're on Conan O'Brien together, and he seems like he would have been really fun to get to meet and hang out with, just because her interview was bombing on Conan O'Brien, and he saved the interview by being a complete asshole in a very funny way. And it wasn't a mean way at all. Kind of, maybe towards her movie partner, but overall, it's sad that we lost such a funny, talented person. I think it's neat. Comedy is like an art in itself. Being able to make people just laugh and forget about stuff. Or, say something that certain comedians say shit that's like real deep at times and gets the wheels turning. Until like Chappelle, most comedians are very intelligent people. It seems like Chappelle, very intelligent. Whether you like his comedy or not, he's an intelligent person. I enjoy his comedy. Somehow we went from Record Store Day to philosophy to Space Realm to expectations, being led the VC New Duty Rule. Who knows? Alright. Stay positive, play lots of vinyl, and I will see you guys next time. And, go support all the other channels. Thanks. Bye.